Great.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name is Dutch.
My name is
Dylan.
Jules.
Welcome to yet another episode of our Ultimate Spirits Competition. Our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet and subject it to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. Dylan doesn't even want to hear this, but
He's ready to go.
We've got a scoring system, guys, and there's 10 categories, and they're very difficult. And I don't care if you believe me or not. We're going to drink in this episode one of my all-time go-tos, Woodford Batch Proof, with the redesigned bottle. So we're a little late to the game as usual. Some of the other Whiskey Tube people that we love have already done their reviews of this bad boy. But we take our time, because with time comes elegance and grace. And that's what we bring to the table. None of that. This is the 128.3 proof iteration of Woodford Batch Proof. It is the 2020 offering, the highest proof ever.
That's why I'm here.
This is unadulterated, full proof Woodford. No age statement. But, you know, we've done blinds of this in the past in our old channel. You guys can go check those videos out if you want. Yeah.
Check out the new channel.
I mean, deep dive, right? I mean,
Deep track, deep
you
cut.
know, one of our
Deep
friends, Mr. Dylan, got humbled.
He ate humble pie because he preferred this to his beloved, what's that stuff called? Hey-haw cheese stag?
Hair hole?
Hey-hog? Yeah, George cheese stag. Yeah. And actually, if you guys are a member of Curiosity Private, at the end of this episode, we're going to do a quick head-to-head
Taste off.
taste-off with George T. Stagg. I think we're going to do the latest batch. Which one is that? The 130 something?
I'm going to enter the 130.
The 130? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that up against this. I'm going to get us poured here. Dylan, you got anything else about this?
Yeah, so this is the first time it's packaged in the new bottle design compared to the previous years. Like Dutch said, this is 128.3. It is the Woodford Reserve Master Collection series, which pays tribute to the Chris Morris Master Distiller and the Assistant Master Distiller, Elizabeth McCall. Now, we tried the kind of the special, very rare...
Fine and rare
version of this. It was also in the new design.
That was in the new bottle, right?
Yeah, it was in this.
So are they going to move all of them to this?
So I think what they're going to try to do is every year they're going to come out with a batch proof, and then they're going to also come out with something that's experimental. And you know, I mean, that's phenomenal. We're
awesome.
big fans of Woodford.
Agreed. What do you guys think about the bottle?
I like it.
Me too.
do
It takes
too.
up less space.
I think that this would do better than the old bottle if we were to throw it off a balcony.
You think so? We might have to try
I don't know. Only because, I mean, obviously the older bottle has like less surface area.
No,
thinner.
it has
More
more.
surface area. It's taller.
Thinner. Oh, it is taller, but not on impact.
All right,
This
whatever.
has-
Skip that and let's get going.
Physics.
Let's do it.
Physics.
Oh, it's here. When did you pour it?
Wait, you really
When
didn't
you weren't paying attention.
Oh, folks, look at that.
Look at the color. I know. It's like
Look at that
This is like
color, folks.
cola.
It's cola. It smells like cola too.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Dylan, tell us what you really think. Oh my god. This bottle's been open for probably a month. I took a couple pours when I first got it, and I just left it. Dylan, you have a bottle of this, though, don't you? I thought you had a bottle.
It's in some box somewhere, probably.
Who am I?
Who am I?
Do you know me? Have we met before?
Do you know me? Who am I?
I'm CIA.
You ever see Super Cop 2? With the motorcycles on the train?
Yes.
With the lady? With the,
yeah.
what's her face from
What is
James
this?
Bond?
I had it.
This is
It's a fire breather.
this is a fire.
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 Fire. How much is this? Sorry.
Price point on this bad boy is, I think, 120-ish. All right, guys, we've had some time to taste. We've all scored it. We haven't discussed it. We haven't even peeked a look at each other's scores. We're going to discuss it, and obviously our scores could change, but let's reveal our initial scores. You have to stay tuned till the end to see our final scores. My initial score, after Jules gives us a breakdown in less than 15 seconds of our scoring criteria.
We do have a 100-point grading system across 10 categories that include aroma, flavor, body, complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. Most categories are worth 10 points each. Flavor, however, is 20 points. Aesthetics and value at 5 points each. We do give you a medal if you score 60 and above. We go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
Oh, 16 seconds. So close.
Failed.
Good try, though. That was like Micro Machines. That was like reliving Micro Machines. All right, guys, initial scores. I gave this... I'm so nervous. I always have to go first. I gave this an 86.
Wow. 84. Which should be a greater shock.
I gave this an 87.
All right. We're all very, very
He's
close.
in the middle as usual. That's good.
Okay, guys, let's kick this off with our discussion of aroma. You guys know I have a broken nose, but I got such clear cherry, cinnamon, brown sugar, caramel, a fruit melange. I gave it a 9, but I might go higher, but I gave it a 9.
I give it an 8.
Okay.
That's it?
Well,
You're not going to describe?
We usually reveal scores first and then we talk.
Okay.
I talked before.
I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8.
Oh, nice.
I thought this was intense, guys. I think you guys... I gave it a 9. Come on. Think about how intense this is. Think about how easy it is to pick out those characteristics. How much it punches you in the face, and you guys gave it an 8?
Yeah, because
how many different flavors you're getting?
Well, the things I didn't get,
No. Talk about what you're getting.
Forward.
There's fruit in this. There is a fruit
it was
melange.
kind of weak. I wasn't getting that much. That was when you went down that list. That was the one thing I was missing.
No, Dylan, go.
Okay, yeah. So let me just kind of say that it starts
Super
with
taster.
grape jelly. Grape jelly is
fruit.
Yeah, grape jelly, the jam that I look for. And then it goes to the grape skin, the wine grape skin, the raisins. I'm chewing on the date, even though I'm just nosing it. I mean,
So why is that not a 9?
What was missing?
The thing that's missing
That's
right
a
now,
9.
there are 2 reasons, and that's why 2 points off. Number 1, the flour is missing. And then number 2, the issue is a combination of the harshness, a little bit of the ethanol hit, plus the lack of wood.
I did get a tinge. I mean, it's kind of fiery.
It's those things.
All there, guys. You guys have missed it completely. I cannot believe that I scored this higher on the nose than you guys. I seriously, I thought you guys were going to come back with 10s.
Kind of makes sense because it's like clearing your nose.
I thought you guys were going to come back with 10s. I am so shocked by your scores.
No, I think it's appropriate.
Wow. Okay, well,
Onward.
that's how this goes, guys. That's why we have a panel, different experiences, different scores for you guys to evaluate. Let's move on to flavor. Let's give our scores and then give our analysis. Sorry, I get ahead of the gun sometimes. 18.
18.
I give it an 18.
Hey! So for me, predominant black pepper. I got baking spice. I got apple. I got cinnamon with like a fruit compote. Delicious.
This was basically Dr. Pepper, like in a savory pie.
There's a spiciness. That's what I'm calling the black pepper. But
yeah,
there's
it was so good. Things missing for me though were a lot of the flour, a lot of the citrus components.
The subtleties were all gone.
Yeah, exactly. From the nose and just completely gone in the palate. So
yeah, I would say I wish it had a little bit more cinnamon.
I got a lot. I
wish it had a little bit more of the Christmas spice. But I did definitely get the raisin and the dates. This is rich, folks. This is when you talk about jam in the flavor profile, this epitomizes that to a degree. That doesn't make sense. Epitomize to a degree. No, epitomizes the jam flavors in a bourbon. It is very pleasant. I think it drinks below proof. Doesn't really taste like 128 to me.
That's why it's deadly.
Yeah,
deadly.
And so I think you could sit here and sip this all day.
Especially if you've been tasting whiskey all day.
Yeah, why isn't it perfect? Yeah, why isn't it perfect? I think Jules really hit it on the head here. It's the flour that's missing a little bit. And
all the subtle flavors that you expect from a bourbon they're kind of gone.
Yeah.
But all the other things punch through so strong that it has to be an 18. I agree with you guys.
Right.
Okay, guys, let's move on to body. I really enjoyed the mouthfeel 9.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 9. I gave it a 9. I think
it's excellent. It's excellent. It's a little spicy, but on the palate, it all works for me.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, the mouthfeel felt a little off. I mean, sometimes it'd be oily, like an even coating, but then sometimes it would just dissipate really quickly, which is why I gave it, like, I docked it off another point for that. So
Disagree.
I can understand that a little bit.
It's not that equal.
I don't
it's
know.
not equal parts.
It is hard. It's hard to know if it's the actual body or if it's a balance issue.
Right, and that's where...
But I think the reason why it wasn't a perfect. Right. So
Okay, guys.
What I can say.
Moving on to complexity. 10.
8.
I gave it an 8.
Oh man, guys.
I gave it an 8.
Guys. Okay, I understand.
I can be convinced to go up.
Okay, let me.
But it's on the flavor spectrum. It's only
Tell me why.
here.
Tell me why I should go up, Dad.
just count them.
Okay.
Yes, it's missing flour. I agree with you guys. It's missing flour, but I have distinct baking spice. I get the cinnamon. Yes, it's in that fruit melange, but there is cinnamon. There's some cardamom in there. There are fruits. There's apple. There's that melange I was talking about. Then there's the baking spices, all of that. Star anise and all those kinds of things, and then there's the peppers, the white pepper, the black pepper, pink peppercorn. That's dude, I'm at 6, and there's other subtleties in there. I can't break away from the fact that when I think about complexity, I think about all the different things coming at me. Yes, the balance isn't perfect. Yes, I could name a couple of things that it doesn't have, but for what it's throwing at me, I can't remember the last time I had a whiskey that threw 4, 5, 6 distinct flavor categories at me.
You're right. Yeah. I will increase that to a 9.
You are convincing me.
I think I'm gonna bring down the next category.
Me too.
I can see that. I understand. I agree with you guys on balance.
Exactly how you described it.
We'll get to balance, but so complexity 10. What are you at? 9?
9.
I had to go up a point.
Well, let's move on then to balance. I ended up at an 8 because I did like how it ended up on my palate. I could be convinced maybe to go down a point, but what did you guys give it?
I give it a 7 ultimately.
Yeah, I ended up giving a 7 because of what you said.
Exactly. I mean, it's solely focused on like the spices and.
That's okay.
It's not a 5.
No, that's okay.
But then it's not even a 6.
Right.
I think it deserves a 7.
Right. For what it has accomplished,
perhaps
with what's there.
I think the problem is that.
Well, here. Let me argue. I think I agree. Okay, there's certain things that don't punch through, but let's say I feel like there's 3 categories that really punch hard, but I feel like they work. I feel like they are balanced. It's not like there's one that's overpowering. For me to go to a 7, there'd have to be one that was just overpowering.
I can immediately describe this to you as overpowering. It's spicy.
It is spicy.
I mean, dude, that's like one. There you go.
Good job, Jules.
Yeah.
I still liked it though. I don't know. I don't feel compelled to go down a point. I don't.
All right.
I'm gonna stick with my 8.
Sure.
Moving on to the finish. I really enjoyed the finish. It was a little bit spicy, but man, I loved it. A 9.
I give it an 8.
I give it an 8. I gave it an 8.
Close. Yeah. We're close. Definitely a long finish. I will agree. I think you guys probably knocked it because it was spicier than you might have wanted. But
no, it's not as elegant as you would like.
It's not elegant. I agree, but it was long, and I liked what I got. I personally liked it.
It wasn't long for me. It was around medium, but because of how messy that finish was, and it would change every time. So it's like I don't know. But again, most of the focus was on the spicy end.
The positive is that the oak or anything like that, it wasn't like that kind of weird
stuff
that came. Yeah, it was nothing like that. It's just that the fruit that was presented was chaotic, and sometimes you get one, but then you don't get the other ones.
I kind of like
this is
that.
Definitely not. This is not like some of the other offerings where you get like,
it's not consistent.
Oh my gosh, this is a well-rounded finish and things like that.
Okay, guys, uniqueness. $110, $120 bottle, 128 proof. I ended up at an 8.
I give it a 9
because of everything that you said. I gave it a 10. Where can you find a something that can go head to head with George C. Stagg? I don't know of any. I mean, there are some imitators for sure. You got some other releases.
I see your bias coming through.
But this is where I think if I couldn't get George C. Stagg, this would be an amazing alternative, and I would be satisfied with.
I mean, this is stronger than a runner-up, I'll even admit.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's very unique for me.
It's like
because I wouldn't search for other stuff. I'd grab this.
Yeah.
I'd grab this.
That's fair.
Because I need a replacement, and this is a good replacement.
I get where you guys are coming from, but I think if there weren't so many cask strength offerings coming out these days, and granted, yeah, a lot of them are MGP. A lot of them are going to be maybe 5-6 proof points lower than this.
Fine. Something that's on this level, name another one.
No, you're right. You're right.
Name another one. You can't.
You have a good point, but...
Your one maker's cask that's missing, that's 130.
Okay, look. When makers come back, when makers comes with a 130 point... What's it, one?
I don't believe that exists.
Apparently it does exist.
Don't believe this.
Dylan.
Then I will bring this uniqueness down.
All right, guys, let's move on to drinkability. It did suffer here. It was too intense for me, 7.
Really? I actually gave it high marks on this. I gave it a 9.
I give it a 10.
Wow.
I drink this all day.
Because I could drink it all day and then I don't even know I don't recognize the proof.
I think you guys have had too much to drink today.
Definitely.
This is intense. It's a little bit too peppery for me.
Dude, I could drink, it's scary how much I could drink this with how high it is.
Yeah, you're right.
You're going to keep going back to it.
You can hug this. You can hug it.
I was about to say you're right. Now
you said I was right. We almost convinced him.
You almost convinced me, dude. You almost convinced me.
You can drink this all day.
Now he's just offended by the doll.
What a wonderful experience.
At this high proof?
I'm grabbing for this.
It's crazy. I do not feel it at all.
No, that's why drinkability 10.
Yeah.
Drinkability 10.
It's pretty much perfect in my book, 9.
I'm going to go up to an 8.
There we go.
I'll go up to an 8.
There we go.
What are you worried
You're
about?
right. I was a little harsh with the 7. I mean, it's
That's low, dude.
Yeah.
it's so flavor intensive.
Yeah.
There's no way this is like
you're
equivalent to
right.
a...
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Aesthetics, guys.
All right, fine. I gave it a 5. I dig it. I dig it.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 4.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why I gave it a 4. I mean, like, I like it, but there's nothing pushing me to a 5. What pushed you to a 5?
I have a question. What's on your shelf that is as unique as this? This stands out.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
You have
Here's the thing.
tons.
There's no gold.
It feels really understated.
It's understated, but I like that.
Me
but
too.
that's why it's a 4.
But that's why it's a 4. It feels so understated for what they could have done.
Something.
Yeah.
It
need like another oomph.
I love it.
A medallion
you know what I
or
love?
something,
The first one was a little bit frumpy and still unique.
Frunky?
This one, basically like.
I liked how odd sized
we're gonna.
I do like it better than the old stuff. I agree with you there, but it needed something else to push me to a perfect.
It's like going from a 10 nanometer architecture down to like a 5.
Okay, moving on to value. I ended up at a 4.
Me too, 4.
I gave it a 3.
Really?
I gave it a 3 because
after your rant about George T. Stagg,
I think
which you could not get unless you're like in the water.
I was going to go up to a 5 because of that.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Come on, this guy.
I agree that this is.
Oh, Dylan, is this too delicate for you, Dylan?
I think you need the.
This is much more.
You need the therapy
doll.
This is much more readily available. I agree with you.
Price and availability.
I agree with you. However, this is still not staying on the shelf. This is not easy to get. It was.
That's why it's a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that's why it's not perfect.
I don't know.
Not 3. 3 is pretty harsh.
Check on your mobile phone. If I wanted to buy one at the so-called MSRP, prove to me that you can buy one right now.
Okay. Woodford Reserve.
I want one as a backup. Buy it for me.
Woodford Reserve batch proof. Go to Google Shopping. $189. I can order you one right now from Liquorama.
Do it.
You're gonna Venmo him.
You gonna pay me back for this?
No. No response.
I'll give you the 3 out of 5 equivalent.
Add to cart.
Oh,
it's in the cart.
Baby.
Continue. Viewer, edit your cart.
Oh, there it is.
We're gonna check out.
Put in the address.
It is here.
Got it. Doesn't believe. Look at this.
You want this? It's $200.
It's $200.
Okay, but I can get it for you
right now.
I can get it for you right now.
Yeah, go get it. I'll raise it to a 4. I'll raise it to a 4 then. Fine.
There it is, folks.
Fine.
Wow, first time ever.
Get it.
An actual purchase from Dylan.
I need a backup.
All right, guys. I need to recalculate my score, and we'll get our finals here.
Too.
All right, my final score, an 87.
84.
I give it an 88.
Which gives us our ultimate spirits competition score for Woodford Batch proof, the 2020 iteration. An amazing, medal-worthy.
Oh, it's getting on the leaderboard?
It's gonna get on the leaderboard.
Oh!
I'm gonna write it out.
All right.
You know, what a wonderful time to be alive. I mean, you know, the fact that they have
all
something
these
like this
great
available.
freaking drams.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
The juice,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah. This is great.
An amazing. Get the board out.
The board is coming
Where's it gonna end up, guys? Where's it gonna end up?
The board is coming out.
An incredible 86. We'll put it right above the Hennessy here. It's tied with that. Look at that.
Look at this.
Woodford
folks.
batch proof above the Hennessy XO. Just under the Glenmorangie 18. A little below the George T. Stagg, which we're going to try head-to-head.
A little below.
3 points.
Actually, that's not a little. That's 3 points.
When we try it head-to-head, how do you think it's going to do?
Dylan, any thoughts?
I have no idea. I reserve judgment.
Yeah,
because
let's try it.
A head-to-head is different than trying it in a vacuum.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Jules, take us out.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you like this episode. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. Hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we have new videos uploaded. If you want to help the channel out, please consider joining Curiosity Private, which is our membership program on YouTube. You can also help us out by purchasing t-shirts. Like
not
what,
this one.
Yeah, not what Dutch is wearing, but what Dylan's wearing. There's going to be a link in the description down below. Check out our podcast on major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
I want predictions. What do you think?
I think
this is going to blow it out, dude.
No, I don't think it's going to blow it out. I think the Stagg is going to have a subtle.
This is going to be better on the
sweet.
palate versus the nose.
No. This is going to have a little more caramel.
Oh.
I think that the Woodford is going to put up a good showing.
But overall. So you
I'm
mean nose and
going to
palate?
throw a wild card, guys. I think Dylan has to do this completely blind.
Oh! I like that wild
I'm ready.
card.
You ready?
I like that wild card.
Dylan's
And he's got to
I'm
call
ready.
out what it is, what he thinks it is.
And you have to be completely confident, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll pour it because it doesn't matter for us.
I'll go to the sound.
Go to the
green
sound
room.
stage.
Okay.
Members only, guys. If you guys want to see what happens.
You got to subscribe.